Hello, social media. It's your girl, Pastor T of the New Destiny Fellowship Church, where we are changing our minds to change the world. If this is your first time watching, thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, subscribe this page right now. Also, click the bell so that you can get all of the notifications that will come on this page. I'm super duper excited to start our series of dealing with characteristics of women in the Bible. Like I stated on my video, the one before this one, how I took a break and I took a moment to just kind of pause, not park, but pause and just kind of enjoy my me time. I just did a huge conference and also done some other things that I just needed to take a break and take a moment. But I am back. Yes, so excited to be back. But let's go ahead and get started. We've dealt with the characteristics of women in the Bible. So I've been dealing with women in the Bible, with the women of destiny. Women of destiny, if you are watching, I love you beyond measures. It's a ministry that I founded over 8 years ago, and I'm super duper excited about what God is doing with and through you guys. Can't wait to see what God does next. So here we go. Characteristics. So far we've dealt with the characteristics of a godly woman, and we also dealt with the characteristics of distraction. And the two women in the Bible, one that we dealt with the characteristics of a godly woman, go back and look at the video, but we dealt with Eve and how she was distracted. Oh my God. And the key thing was that she was talking to a serpent. We kind of dealt with that already. And we also dealt with characteristics of distraction. What does distraction look like? What is distraction? How do you know that you're distracted? So we kind of dealt with that. Go back and look at those videos if you have not. But today we are dealing with characteristics of divine connection. See, what I love about this particular topic is that so many of us, especially women, I always say I'm a kingdom girl, I'm a kingdom pusher, and I realize that women, we can be so fickle, we can be so iffy, we could be so disconnected, and we've missed our moments of divine connection. You hear so many people make the statements of, I don't need no friends. I'm good. I'm a ride or die by myself. I don't need anybody. This may not be for you. Because I found out in life is that no matter what, we all need someone. You need friendships. You need, I think I talked about it in characteristics of a godly woman, how you need to be able to confide in someone. You need that connection. And that's what I come to deal with today. Divine connection. And sometimes we can hook up with the wrong people, but even if you hook up with the wrong people, can I come and tell you this, is that even though you may hook up with the wrong people, it's always for your good. It's all about what is the lesson that you learned through that connection with that person. And when I'm talking about characteristics, I'm talking about the identity of who we are as a woman, or who these women are in the Bible. What are the characteristics that they carried that could be able to help us go to the next level, that we're no longer losing our identity and losing who we are? That's who I come to help when I'm dealing with the characteristics of the women that's in the Bible. One of the things I realized too with characteristics is also a discipline. It's being able to discipline ourselves to make sure that we are walking in integrity, to make sure that we are walking in our true identity and that we're being authentic. So many of us as women, me, yes, have been in a place where we allowed because of what people think about us, or because of what people see, or because of what people may say about us, I'm gonna switch up who I am. I come to talk to you today to let you know it's not time to switch up. Be who you are. Be who God called you to be. Why can I tell you that? Because I've so many times, even now, I don't like to talk about what happened 10, 15 years ago. Even now, I can lose who I am if I allow others' opinions to be able to get me off track, to be able to distract me, to be able to disconnect me from divine interventions with other people because of their opinions about that person that I may be connected with. I found out that in this life, we have to be able to make sure that when we are connected with people, we don't allow people to push us away too soon from that person. We don't allow people, I heard a man of God say, he's preaching a sermon called "You Left Too Soon." You disconnected from it too soon. We don't want to be disconnected from people too soon because we allow the opinions of others to get us off track. Ooh, this is going to be a hard one. Yes. The vision for Women of Destiny that God gave me was to be able to see yourself through God's eyes, not people, because people will get you off track. People will get you, people are fickle. We are naturally selfish. It's always what we can get, how we can get it, how we can make it happen. We're naturally selfish, and it's okay. But at the same time, we got to be able to say, you know what, God, I want to see myself through your eyes, not through other people's eyes, but I want to be able to see myself through your eyes. And the only way I can see myself through your eyes is that I got to make sure that I'm linking up with you while you're connecting me with others that's going to push me into my divine destiny. Yes. So when I'm dealing with divine connection, the characteristics of divine connection, again, I'm dealing with identity, but at the same time, I'm dealing with the fact that when you have a divine connection, it's with someone or something. And I'm dealing with two women in the Bible, and I always give you the women in the end because I want to get through the steps and give you principles that I've learned on divine connection. Divine connection means it's a relating actions or connecting to someone with the same type of actions, or they're going to the same type of place that you're going to, and nobody can make this connection but you and God. It's something about that person that makes something light up in you that said it's something about you that just makes me connected to you. I never forget when I joined our second church, which was CRM City Fellowship Church, now aka City Cathedral. It was something about that church that lit me up, that I knew that there was a divine connection when I walked in the doors. How about when I got out of the car of the church and my feet hit the ground? I said, it's something about this church. There's a connection to this church. Babe, we got to go to this church. I don't know why, but there was a divine connection. I would never forget driving down the road before we even went to this particular church. I remember driving down the road and we saw a big banner of Bishop and Lady Woodard, which is our spiritual father and mother in ministry as we speak right now. As we were driving down the road, we saw this big banner, and with the banner, it was them on the banner. And it said, come and eat all you can eat. I thought it was a restaurant. My husband did too. And I was just like, who is that? And we were in the midst of looking for a new church home because of some church hurt that we experienced from our last church. And as we were doing that, all of a sudden, one day, a young lady that we knew from our town, from our hometown, my husband was playing spades with them. They were at a card game at a family reunion, and they said, you ought to come check out our church and see what our church is about. We get to the church. We took our youth there because the youth went to go do something. Somebody say divine connection. There was a divine connection set up by God. Remember, we saw them on a banner. We saw their faces. We did not know who they were. And we also went to a church that he had just preached at. Our bishop had just preached at. Divine connection. Remind you, we did not know that this was the church that the young lady that we knew, went to. So when we go to the church, all of a sudden, one of the kids gets sick, and it was a big old youth explosion. There was a lot of kids there, and there was a lot of people. And so all of a sudden, one of the kids got sick, and Bishop Woodard, they told Bishop Woodard about it, and he came from the back. And when he came from the back, he prayed over the young man that was sick. And my husband looked at the man like, I know him from somewhere. I don't know what it is. Again, a divine connection. Later on, long story short, we ended up going back to the church just to visit the church. And when we went back to the church to visit, it was them. And it was so crazy how we just knew without a doubt that this was our church home. This was our new place of worship. This is where we were supposed to be because of the divine connection. There are some people that God has divinely put on this earth to be able to be connected to you for a season, for a reason, and for a lifetime. Tonya, what do you mean? Meaning that there are some people in your life only for a season, and there are some people in your life that are there for a lifetime, and there are some people that are there, they're only connected to you because of a reason. It's just something about her. I have to be connected. I had a young lady tell me one time, she said, I watch your videos on YouTube, and I was just like, I need to get to know this girl. Who is this girl? That was a divine connection. There are some times that God allows a divine connection to happen in your life, and you got to know which one is it. Is it a season? Is it a reason? Or is it just a lifetime that you're connected for life? Which one is it? Am I connected to them because, again, I told you that we're naturally selfish? Is there something in it for me with them? And there's nothing wrong with that. There are some people that are in your life for a season and a reason, because I'm set up with you because there's some things in you that God has connected us with that I have to learn, glean, and grow from while I'm connected to you. And it's only for that season. And for some reason, we end up, some of us, disconnecting improperly and then disconnecting correctly. There's a different way of disconnecting. We got to make sure that we disconnect properly, that there's a proper way of disconnecting. It's not because of our feelings and oh God, they hurt me, and now you just miss your moment because you couldn't stay in the race with that person because you got fed up and got frustrated and got disconnected too quick. You unplugged too quick. And then there's sometimes it's time to unplug. The time is up, or that it's just it's not correctly. Y'all done got into it, and it's just not. You just never know. But you got to learn from each one of them. Every one of them is designed to teach us something to be able to grow. There are a lot of people that are disconnected incorrectly and improper. There are a lot of people I should not have disconnected from, and now because of me not being mature enough, I had to go back and apologize and get that relationship back connected. In order for you or I to know that there's a divine connection, there's some things that have to be set up. And these are not my principles yet, but there's just some things that I realized that I had to do. Was that, number one, I had to command my morning. I had to command my morning. I had to go to God in prayer. I had to seek God if I want to be able to know, God, what is it in this season that this person is connected to me? Not dealing with my husband. I'm talking about friendships. I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about business partners. I'm talking about business relationships. Whatever it is, God, what is it in this season? Again, we're naturally selfish. What is this about? What we doing? Like, Lord, I don't know if that's just being too deep, but God, I need to know. I need to command my morning and get up in the morning and be able to command my day and say, God, what is it that you are wanting me to do in this day that's going to be a divine connection for my divine destiny? What is it that I'm have to do? I'm sorry that may be too deep for somebody, but that's just what I have to do. I have to be able to command my morning to say, okay, God, what is today? When I walk up to this person, is there a divine connection with us? Is there a reason that we need to be talking? Is there a reason for connection? One thing I love about it right now, God had me watching someone on Periscope, and her name is Carla Arcanen. I knew that there was a connection. I did not know how, but that was 2 years ago. And right now, today, she's my girl. Like, I love her to death. And there's things that God has put us in for her to help me with my book. And you know what I'm saying? It's just a divine connection. Is it for a season, a reason? But selfishly, we can't help it. We got to find out, what am I doing here? What is this for? We're naturally selfish. We can't help it. But I got to command my morning. The next thing I got to do, I got to connect with God to be able to have a heart-to-heart with him, to know that anyone that steps in my life, that's just as a pastor, as a pastor's wife, I got to be able to say, okay, what is it about this? What is the, God, I need to have a heart-to-heart with you. Why are they connected to this ministry? What's the reason for it? God, I need you to reveal to me and show me what is the reason for it. There's a reason in this season for them to be connected. If it's just not to ministry, but tomorrow, I have a meeting tomorrow with a young lady. I'm praying, God, okay, what is the connection for me and this lady? I know I'm helping her and I'm coaching her to get to purpose, but God, what I need you to give me, what is the divine connection between me and her to be able to go to the next level? Not only that, I got to be committed. I got to be committed to God. I deal with on my video training course, shameless plug, that on video training course, I'm dealing with the fact of being committed, consistent, and confident. And I'm not going to deal with that now, but you have to be able to be committed to God wholeheartedly so that you can be able to trust him, to be able to know that, do I trust them in this season? Let me park and stop. Trust no man. You just got to realize where they line up with where you are. Are you connected to my business? Are you connected to me spiritually? Am I your spiritual mother, intercessor, or your mentor, or I'm just your motivator? Which one am I? Okay, Lord, are they here to motivate me, mentor me? You know, I have one spiritual mother, but mentor me. What are you here for? What you here for? Like, okay, I know that went real hood, but what you here for? You got to be able to. Bishop said he's preaching a sermon called "Take Notes." You know, and I guess this is on the same line. You got to take notes. Like, everything you go through and everything that happens in your life, you got to be able to say, okay, God, when you did that 5 years ago and you connected us, you got to be able to say, okay, if I met you 5 years ago and all of a sudden you showing up now, right now, I have a young lady that that's under it's called the New Destiny Council of Ministers, where my husband is the bishop and he covers pastors. Well, this young lady, come to find out, when we were youth pastors at CRM City Fellowship, aka City Cathedral. They changed the name of their church. But at City Cathedral, I realized when we were there at the time and my husband was a youth pastor, the young lady that we met, come to find out, she was always in our circle. She knew people that we knew. She was also coming to the church at one time with her and her brother. It was just a divine, and we went to their church when they were, you know, young. It's just a divine connection that now all of a sudden I meet her and I show up at her place of work. Did not even know I was about to meet her. Went to see someone else, and that was just a divine connection. Can you say divine connection? You got to be able to make sure that God, whoever, when I'm committed to you, I'm trusting you to know that when I'm in the atmosphere or in the room with someone, what is this designed for in this moment, in this now? What is the divine connection in this? Not only that, after I command my morning, connect with God, and become committed to the call and what he wants me to do and how he wants me to do it, now I become converted. Once I'm converted, I allow myself to be able to allow God to use my gifts on every end possible, God. However you want to use me, I'm willing to be converted. Meaning, if they turn their back on me, if they come against me, this person that I'm divinely connected to only for a season, if they come against me, if they talk about me, if they lie on me, God, I'm willing to go through the adversity of whatever this relationship, this divine connection ends up taking me to. God, if they in my life for a lifetime and we got to grow and glow and get into it every now and then, okay, Lord, let me allow that to happen. I have people that have been in my life for a lifetime. Not just my family members, but friends that I have known have been in my life for a lifetime. So we got to be able to know, okay, what is this connection about? So there's 4 different divine connections that I want to give you that we have as women. There's 4 different divine connections that I want to give you that we have as women. Number 1 is friendships. Proverbs 27:17 says, iron sharpens iron and one man sharpens another. Basically, what that means is that no matter what, you're going to level up as friendships. You got to be able to level up, take it to the next level. A person who levels your purpose or your assignment, that's a friendship. Anybody that push you forward and they're not in competition with you, they're not trying to compete with you, they just trying to build you up as y'all build each other up to go to the next level. This person encourages you, motivates you, and simply won't allow you to quit. This person will not allow you to quit. That is a friendship. That's a person that says, I got your back. I'm with you. Let's go and let's go to the next level. I want to help you push your assignment. I want to help you push your purpose. I believe in your purpose. I believe in the things that God have for you. Not only that, this person seeks opportunities to be able to connect with you. Man, we got to have breakfast. We got to go out. We got to be able to connect. Let's talk about your purpose. Let's talk about your assignment. And it's a 2-way street. It's just not a 1-way street to where you're just dumping on them all the things you want to do, but they're not going to dump on you and you just being the only one that's talking. That's not a friendship. A friendship goes both ways. We both get naked in front of each other. What do I mean get naked? Mean I tell you my faults, you tell me your faults. It's just not me telling you my faults and you don't tell me your. No, it's a 2-way street. It's me believing in what you're doing and how you're doing it. This type of friendship, I have it. I have ladies like this that whenever I get in their presence, man, I can feel the presence of God, because that's all we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how God is this and how God is so amazing. He's omnipotent and there's nobody like him. Let me tell you how God blessed me today, girl. Let me tell you how God just changed my life. And you swap stories. That's a friendship. It's not a 1-way street. The second kind of connection is financially. It's a business connection. Like I told you, with the business connection, right now I have 2 people that I deal with when it comes to business, and that I watch on social media, that mentor me, that I watch and I pay attention to. But not only that I connect with, man. And it's so amazing to have this type of friendship. Someone that's going where you're going, doing what you're doing, and they can be able to activate some things in you that you'll say, man, I gotta make it happen. I gotta do this. I gotta write a book. I gotta turn this book into a money making machine. I gotta do all that. My girl Carla, yes, I gotta do all that. And guess what? This person, John, 1 John 4:1 says, test the spirit. There are many false prophets that are building, but you got to make sure that there are people around you that are doing business like you're doing. I'm the type of person, I like stuff done in excellence. I like stuff done in order. I can't hang around nobody or have no business relationship with somebody that ain't about being on time, walking in excellence, and making sure they have the right products. I got to make sure that I'm with people that are pushing me to be able to do business in excellence and the way I do business. I don't have a food, I don't do food. I'm not a cook. I don't need nobody in business with me about food, unless we making money together. But I'm just saying, I want to make sure that I'm with someone that we're on the same page and you can activate and we kind of bounce creative ideas off of each other as we're talking and just go to the next level. You got to have business relationships. Not only that, that's a financial relationship, but now you got to have a future relationship and be able to collaborate with other people that can collaborate with you to push your purpose out of you. A person that can be able to activate some things in you to be able to be connected to your future, man. That could also go along with that financial business relationship, but you got to be able to have people that are going to push your purpose. Also, with a future collaboration, a person that can collaborate with you and future could be able to guide you and direct you on what you do next towards greatness. Man, I love Dr. C, Dr. Connie Stewart, and Carla Arcanon. Again, they are like my 2 business type coaches, as well as Financial Peace University. Man, I'm telling you, future-wise, you want to be able to connect with people that can collaborate with you. Not only that, you need a relationship that can have faith with you. They believe with you. They have faith with you. A person that can collaborate with you can push you to your purpose. But that person that can have faith with you is spiritually. They can call you and be able to connect with you. I have a friend right now that when they can call me and say, woman of God, God is showing me that this is happening. I have a friend right now that would drive down from Dallas and be like, hey, I came because I'm like your midwife and I felt you in my spirit and there's some crazy stuff going on right now and I need to connect with you spiritually. And we're going to have faith together. We're going to believe together that we're going to see it, we're going to believe it, and you're going to come out of this thing. Let's pray. You need some faith walkers with you. I got about 3 or 4 of them on my team. I need some faith walkers to walk with me to go to the next level. It takes me to this woman, 2 people that had a divine relationship like no other. Who else but Ruth and Naomi? Ruth and Naomi in the Bible, you can go read it for yourself. I'm just going to give you eisegetical, okay, because of time. I'm going to give you eisegetical, meaning that this is you got to go read it for yourself. I'm going to Tonyanize it a little bit. Ruth was married to one of Naomi's sons. So while she was married, all of a sudden the sons died and you got Ruth and the sister-in-law, can't think of her name right now, but I know her name, I just can't think of it. But Ruth and her sister-in-law, decided, no, I'm not going to go with you wherever you going, Naomi. I'm just going to kind of part ways because, your son, he gone. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. The Bible don't really even talk about her anymore in the Bible. But Ruth decided, you know what, I'm going to stay with you. I'm not going nowhere. It's just something about you, Naomi. I got to be connected to you because there's a divine connection between us and it's a lifetime thing. I'm in this thing for the lifetime. I'm not going nowhere. Naomi was able to impart into Ruth, while Ruth was also able to impart into her and tell her, Naomi, I'm with you to the end. I'm not going nowhere. And Naomi was able to impart into Ruth by saying, hey, go on and get it, Boaz. It's something about him, Joker, I think he gonna really help us. I don't know what it is about him. I told you we're naturally selfish. We're looking for something. But she was like, God, I need you. There's something about y'all connection that y'all need to be together. But all at the same time, there was a connection between Ruth and Naomi. That was a lifetime connection. That was a divine connection for a season, for a reason. We don't know how long, but they were together. I come to tell you, when it comes to a divine connection, do not allow people to disconnect you like Ruth sister-in-law, do not, I can't think of that girl name, Lord, but do not allow people like Ruth's sister-in-law to disconnect you from your divine connection, because this person is connected to you, and you got to realize, hey, when my time is up, there's a time and there's a place and there's a season for everything. But you got to know for yourself that, you know what, Naomi, you have the right characteristics. You have the right character. You're walking in integrity. It's something about you that will not allow me to disconnect from you. Make sure you stay connected to the right people that can push you into places you ain't never been before, you ain't never seen before. But there's a divine connection about this person that says, you know what, I don't know, every time I get in your presence, my spiritual mother, every time I get in her presence, there's something about her that activates something in me. I don't even know what it is, but I'm just like, Lord, it's just something about her that says, you know what, you got to walk in excellence. You got to walk in integrity. You got to do what God told you to do. If you say you're going to do it, make it happen. Because I've always seen her do what she say she going to do, and do it to the fullest. I've always seen that in her. So it wakes up something in me. When I talk to a Carla or a Cannon or a Dr. C, it wakes up something in me that says, girl, go on and do the book now. Don't wait till later. Go on and do the project now. Don't wait till later. Go on and purchase whatever you need to go on and make it happen. Do what you have to do. There's something in them that keep me connected. There's friendships that I have that I know I can depend on and I can call, because I know they're going to intercede with me. They're going to pray with me, and they're not going to judge me. There's a divine connection with those particular people that God has me. There's also friends that I can just be me. They don't know me. They're not impressed with me, but they are just saying that, hey, that's Tonya. That's that girl Titi from back in the day. Like, I'm cool with her. At the end of the day, I can be me. You gotta be able to have a divine connection and understand when you know that this is a divine connection. There's something about this. I don't know what it is. And even when God disconnect us, I know that it was all for our good. No matter what happened, it was all for our good. Can I come and tell you this? Make sure that your divine connection is a characteristics of a godly woman or man, whoever you're connected to. If that's in your friendship, make sure that it's a divine connection, that that person is pushing you forward and not backwards. Making sure that you're committed to God. You're commanding your morning. You're converting, because you know what? I got to realize that at the end of the day, this connection was set up by God, and I don't know why and I don't know how, but I know that there's something in store for this relationship to go to the next level. Not only that, I got to realize when it is a financial connection. What is the financial business connection that we have? What is it for? What are we trying to do right now? My husband and I are meeting with some people right now. We ain't never met in our life, but there was something about us sitting down at this table talking about the Lord and talking about business ideas and business plan. There's a divine connection. Could be for a season, could be for a reason, and could be for a lifetime. It doesn't matter. It's just that, God, I'm gonna make sure we stay connected with this young lady, because there's something about her that's gonna push us into destiny. The third thing, my future. I got to make sure I'm able to connect with people that are going to be able to push my future and help me be a midwife to where I'm going, to be able to push me into my next level for my future. Not only that, I got to be able to have faith walkers. Come here. I need somebody to be able to walk in faith with me, believe with me, even when it don't make sense. I need you to believe with me, girl. I need you to understand, even when it don't make sense, Bishop. I need you to believe with me. I need people to be able to walk with me through faith that has a divine connection to where I'm going, and never know how that divine connection may work out. We could bless each other. You just never know, financially, spiritually, and collaborating together for our future, as well as friendship. You just never know. You got to know that what God has set up and how we met, I got to take notes. I got to know that this wasn't for nothing. Every friendship, every relationship, every business opportunity, every faith person that have been in my circle, if it was for a season, a reason, or a lifetime, has always been for purpose. Always been for purpose. Has always been for purpose. And you got to know when that purpose is. So don't connect to the wrong people that ain't pushing you. Don't connect to people that are not celebrating you, but they are jealous of you. Don't connect with people that are every time you look up that y'all got to compete with each other. That's not a friendship. I'm not trying to compete with you. I can only compete with me. I'm the only person that can compete with me on the way I do my videos, the way I do, how I'm talking to you right now, how this book is going to be. I have no one to compete with but me. So I don't need no friend to compete with. I don't want to. I don't have the energy. So you got to make sure that whatever you do, that you connect with the right people that are pushing you into your divine destiny. Women of destiny, men of destiny. Push into your destiny. God has so much in store for you. He has so much he wants to do. But you got to believe in you. You got to believe in the greatness that's on the inside of you. And the only way you can do that is if you see it, if you believe it, and then if you be it. You got to be the person that says, if you're set around me, there has to be a connection. Like, I'm just that crazy. If you around me, it's something about our connection. I just got to figure out what it is. I got to commit to God. I got to convert. I got to command my morning. I got to get connected to God. I got to realize, what is this about? That's not too deep. That's just a person that's on a mission, that's looking for purpose. I need every opportunity I can. I'm expecting God to do something big. I pray that you're doing the same thing by having an expectation that greater is for me. So we got to be connected for some reason. Don't know why, but I'm going to find out, and I'm going to figure it out. And once we hit that, once that light bulb go off, we going to move into our divine destiny and see what God is going to do with this thing. So make sure you hook up with the right people. Make sure you get connected to the right people and watch and see what God does for you, because your life will never be the same. Connect with the right people. Find you a Naomi. Naomi, find you a Ruth, so that you could be able to push each other to your divine destiny. I thank you so much for watching. I pray that you were encouraged and empowered. Again, subscribe, like, share with somebody. Let somebody know about this video. Lastly, I want to leave you with this. I'm so excited for my Pain to Purpose video training course. It is a course that has been life-changing. I can't wait to share with you the testimonials that I'm getting because of this course. It is $45 for 5 videos that's going to push you into your purpose. If you don't know what your purpose is and you're trying to figure this thing out, what is my purpose? What am I passionate about? You definitely want to get these videos, as well as the homework that will be able to activate some things in you so that you can walk into your divine purpose, so that you can see how I'm doing my purpose, and you will learn how I became committed, consistent, and confident, as well as helping others to become committed, consistent, and confident. Purchase a video today. You can purchase it on www.ndfcworldchangers.org, or you can also email me at tonya.tgc@gmail.com. Email me today so we could go ahead and get you started on From Your Pain to Purpose video training course. 5 videos with a whole lot of information that will show you how I changed my pain to my purpose. This is your girl, Pastor T of the New Destiny Fellowship Church, where we are changing our minds to change the world. My goal is to get you to change the game about your pain by turning your pain into passion and your passion into purpose, and eventually you'll gain your profit and get to the promises that God has for you. I thank you so much for watching. Until next time, our next video is called Characteristics of Effective Communication. That one is coming out sooner than later, so get ready for that in about 2 weeks. It's gonna be dropped right here on my YouTube page. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Until then, stay blessed in all that you do. Love you much. Bye-bye.